Alright, in Mariah Carey's We Belong Together, a close-up reveals her dainty feet to show her femininity. This is similar to the start of our music video, however our artist is wearing gold heels. This presents her femininity, but also portrays her wealth, which is characteristic of the R&B genre. A close-up of Carey is used at the start of the music video, which is parallel to ours. This is so the audience can obviously identify our artist, especially as she's a new artist. And the close-ups of both Mariah and Nicole establish Richard Dyer's theory of style image, that they're young and attractive to sell to a likewise audience. This is appealing to both the male and female demographic, as men desire to be with her, Nicole, and the female audience desire to look like her. A long shot of Carey is used to reveal her body language and setting. This is similar to our video, which uses a long shot to reveal our artist getting up from bed as well. As both are wearing little clothing, this conforms to Goodwin's notions of looking, where women are presented as objects, and is also a typical representation of female R&B artists, such as Carey herself. Nicole is seen as sexy to her female audience, who aspire to be her. Her male demographic also see her as sexy, as she presented through Mulvey's male gaze, and receive gratification from watching her. A long shot is used to show Carey getting ready for a big day. This concept is similar to our music video, as a long shot is used of our artist getting ready to meet a perfect man. This is appealing to our target audience of young females, as they identify males with the concept of the music video, as they too know of the excitement of getting ready to go out. However, they also aspire, as well as identify, they also aspire, and these two are two of Mills's theories of what the media provides to audiences. So, as they also aspire to be like our artists, as they want to be as glamorous and actually get ready to go out to see their perfect man. Carey's music video switches between a performance and a narrative. This is parallel to our music video, as we use Archer's theory to present a story that the audience can follow to create a diversion from their dull, mundane lives, which is one of Bulmer and Kat's uses in gratifications theory. This performance also establishes Nicole's glamorous and talented star image, which the audience obviously desire to possess. During Carey's performance, there are mid and long shots which reveal her costume codes. In one dress she reveals her cleavage, whereas the other she is in a short dress. This is similar to our music video to appeal to a male demographic. In addition, Carey's costume codes are also glamorous and of bright feminine colours to appeal to her female audience. Nicole's gold dress, however, is feminine. However, her green dress subverts from feminine stereotypes. Both colours nonetheless symbolise wealth, which is appealing to our audience, as they too would want to be as wealthy. She is seen in a black crop top and leggings. Although her outfit presents her through the male gaze, as it's quite revealing and quite provocative clothing, she is seen. The colour, however, symbolises authority, and this is emphasised through a low angle shot we show to make her seem like bigger and more powerful. Yeah, this is typical of female R&B artists such as Carey herself, as their female audience aspire to not only be attractive and sexy, but to also have that strong female power. Carey's music video is an amplification of the lyrics, as she is singing about the man she wants to be with as they belong together. We also followed Goodwin's relationship of visuals with lyrics, as the lyrics make frequent references to the visuals on screen. The most obvious being Nicole singing about her perfect man that she loves, which she eventually shows affection for at the end of the video when they embrace. However, whereas Nicole is getting ready to go out with her perfect man, Mariah, however, isn't. She's getting ready to marry someone else who she doesn't really love because her perfect man is not around. She presents her melancholy mood throughout the music video, from a kind of like slow quite a slow song, quite a slow beat. Whereas Nicole is happy, as she has never felt like this before. So the music in the music video is upbeat. Because yeah, she's getting ready to see a perfect man. Both, however, are typical of the R&B genre because yeah, it can either be fast or slow. Both Carrie and Nicole end up meeting their perfect man anyway, which provides the audience with gratification as Carrie finally gets to be with the man she wants, whereas our artist's perfect man is finally revealed to the audience and ends this enigma. Both do this through the use of two shots to show the relationship between the couples. This creates a sense of aspiration. Again, this is one of Mills's. This is part of Mills's theory of the four aspects of what the media provides to audiences, as they too want a perfect relationship. Beyonce's Best Thing I Never Had and Usher and Alicia Keys might be. Beyonce is shown with a white flower which represents femininity to emphasize her star image to appeal to her female audience. Beyonce is shown with a white flower which represents femininity to emphasize her star image to appeal to her female audience. Um, we also use props, however. We differed by using makeup to portray femininity. This is similar to Alicia Keys as it is more appealing to the target audience who are, of course, teenagers and young adults, and creates a sense of personal identity as they too can relate to the artist, which is part of Balmers and Cats' uses and gratifications theory. Beyonce's video also switches between a narrative and performance, likewise ours. Her costume codes during the narrative are her in a white dress as she's getting ready for her wedding day, likewise how Mariah Carey was. This differs from our video, as Nicole is getting ready to go on a date, and this is more appealing to a younger audience as they can obviously relate. In addition, although Nicole is presented as feminine, like Beyonce is, and especially through the male gaze, we kind of reject the feminine mystique, which the theory was created by Friedan, as to an extent. Although our protagonist is singing about her perfect man, she was also wearing black clothing when she actually meets him and getting ready for him. This conforms to the R&B genre and also connotes to show she is a strong female and maybe that she might be empowering in a relationship. This characteristic is appealing to her female audience as they too would want to be as dominant as she seems. Keys' video is a split narrative between Alicia Keys and Usher. The audience received gratification when the couple finally meet at the end. Beyonce's audience, however, received gratification from discovering who her man is at the end of the video, just like ours, to end this enigma. These concepts of the narrative are romantic and create a form of escapism and diversion, which are part of Blumels and Cats' uses and gratifications theory, away from the audience's mundane lives. I took the main role on the website for the typography. I decided to use serif writing for headings as it is feminine and will appeal to a female audience. I also decided to use non-serif writing for the body. This is easy for users and modern, so it would appeal to a younger audience. This conforms to other R&B artists such as Beyonce, who appeals to older teenagers and young adults. The background of Beyonce's homepage is a close-up of the artist, so her audience immediately identify the artist. This concept was used on our website and was imperative as Nicole is a new artist. However, Beyonce provides direct mode of address so our audience will engage, whereas we have subverted from typical shots as Nicole gives indirect mode of address. This instead created an enigma and entices her audience to actually find out more about her, especially as she is a new artist. The close-up shot of Nicole, however, reveals the star's image of the star the star's the star image, which is similar to other female artists such as Beyonce, as they are often constructed as attractive and young and presented through the male gaze. This not only appeals to female teens who are older and young adults, but also a male demographic as they decide to be with Nicole. Beyonce's close-up reveals that she is glamorous for her extravagant costume codes and jewelry conforming to R&B conventions. These costume codes, such as the color gold, symbolize wealth, and as Beyonce is presented as a queen, a female audience aspire to be as wealthy and as strong as woman as she is. And yeah. Nicole also conforms to conventions of female R&B artists as she's strong as the text is black, which represents power and authority. However, Nicole also subverts the depictions of female R&B artists on websites as the color green is used rather than Beyonce's feminine color gold. The color green obviously is masculine, however, it also represents wealth. Green is used throughout as a form of branding, as well as the green diamond above her name for the audience to associate this star with whenever they see it. Um, I found that most official websites of R&B artists kind of lacked a lot of text, so I ensured that the website was interactive as possible, so it would be always engaging for our audience, and it would obviously appeal to them, especially as they are young. Alicia Keys' bio includes her recent videos and photo shoots as an established artist. As Nicole, however, is a new artist, we conform to this to an extent. Um, we conform to this extent, and on her bio page, she has images and personal videos of her journey to success. We named this page Living the Dream, which to an extent conforms to conventions of real websites to provide escapism and aspiration, which are of Mills's theory, from the audience's mundane lives. I also conformed to real websites and included a page where the audience could buy her album. This is similar to Alicia Keys' website, as there is a digipack, the price, the list, and the option to buy it on iTunes, which is again interactive and entices them to buy it. I also made the website interactive to ensure the website was very personal towards her audience. Unlike most official websites of the artists who are already established and don't really have this kind of concept, Nicole has her own section for her fans. As she is still a new artist, this encourages the audience for her videos and their ability to subscribe to a newsletter to get all the latest news about her music, her life and things. The ability to buy her own merchandise. They can kind of build a relationship with the star. The target audience can also chat with other Haggies about Nicole, and Haggy is just a word that Nicole's, fans, they want to consider themselves. That's what they're called. These attributes all provide a sense of personal identity, which is of Bowman Cat's uses and gratifications for him, to, as they feel part of the community and encourages them to return to the website. Nicole's Facebook and Twitter are also listed below, which is similar to Rita Ora on her website. Again, the audience can receive personal identity as well as surveillance, which is again part of Blumler and Cat's uses of gratification theory, as they can relate to the artist's tweets and find out about what she's always doing. Our Digipack uses conventions of real media products to an extent. A mid-shot of Alicia is used so her target audience recognise her face. The shot also reveals her body language. This, as well as her black costume codes and black and white effect, present her as a strong woman, which diverts from typical perceptions of women, yet conforms to female R&B artists. This is similar to our Digipack, which uses a black and white effect to conform to the R&B genre, and the black text and black and white effect also kind of represents the same power authority that Alicia Keys has going on in her Digipack, and so females especially that of the audience can aspire to be as dominant and powerful as these artists, and yeah, both artists are also wearing visible jewelry. Alicia Keys wears a ring and a bracelet, whereas Nicole wears a necklace and earrings, and also being dressed to emphasize, their wealthy and glamorous star image. And again, it conforms to the R&B genre. Although both are attractive, the close-up of Nicole reveals her cleavage, showing she's seen more as a sexual object to appeal to a male audience, who probably are not as familiar with the artist as they would be with Alicia Keys. As Alicia is an established artist, she uses AK instead of her full name. This also works as branding, because when an audience see the red AK, they will always associate it with Alicia Keys. This is similar to Nicole's Diamond, which the album is named after. This represents glamour and wealth, and the audience will also always associate it with a star.